Cheers.
Cheers. Well, it's that time again. I'm Annie.
I'm Susan.
And this is
Two friends.
One Chat.
Intro to the what is it called? A repost? A replay?
Oh. I don't
Wind?
know.
A
I don't
redo.
know.
It's not a redo. That was its own episode.
I don't know, DJ Q. You tell me.
It's my DJ noise.
It was good. Oh, that's good.
That one's going to come into lots of my stuff.
I
get ready.
love that.
Get ready.
I just love that you're going to put in each individual CD. Hard stop every
Yep,
time.
hard stop. And then just me on the mic.
Oh, man, I look forward to that. We are here to give some reposts of season 1.
Repost. Okay. Yeah.
To in anticipation for season 3 coming up.
Yes, we are on a little recording break.
Mm-hmm.
So we're giving you some old stuff
Yeah.
just so you can hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Just for a couple weeks. We'll be back.
We will be
We'll
back.
be okay.
And these are the 2 episodes, because we've gotten, podcast grow.
Yeah.
We've gotten some new listeners, which is so awesome.
Yeah.
And we wanted to pull up 2 from season 1 that I think are really worth a listen.
Yeah.
You're going to hear an episode, I think it may have even been just our second episode, called Gotta Cope to Care.
Cope to Care.
Cope to
Whoa.
Care.
That one was one of those, I knew it, but, doing that podcast really kind of, flipped that switch for me.
I agree. It's
Yeah.
come up so much, and especially in environments of high trauma, which is where you and I both work, it is immensely important to know the difference, and I think this episode is really profound.
It
so.
is. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I still think about it. I
love that. I love it.
It's
Well,
so important.
I think that was, we just wanted to do a little
Yeah, we just want to say hey.
The little hey.
Just so you'll hear us intro it again.
Which would be really fun.
Back when we were young and full of life.
When we were young. Well, enjoy.
Yes, enjoy Cope to Care.
Enjoy Cope to Care, and we will see you very soon for season 3.
Yes, bye.
Bye.
I'm Susan.
And I'm Annie.
And this is
Two friends, one chat. We're gonna get clinical. We're gonna get clinical. Okay, we've been spending some time getting to know everyone.
Yes.
And we are here, so we wanted to do a little get to know you activity.
Every time.
This is actually a fun tool that you can use, especially as a family. This is a really fun family activity. Yeah.
Yes.
And I promote.
Whatever your family looks like.
Oh,
I want
I love
to remind
that.
people of that.
I love that.
So I don't care if it's you and your next door neighbor that have dinner every night.
Yeah.
Whatever your family looks like.
Or
do
you-
this activity with them.
You and your dogs. No,
Or-
I'm just kidding.
That could be fun. I don't hate that idea.
Well, I guess you could tell your dogs your highs and your lows.
It'd be a little one way, but it's fine.
For the audience listening, I have 3 dogs, and they're just magical and lovely. So that is quite funny, actually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Okay, this intro activity, though, I do recommend. It's a great check-in in the evening, no matter what. I love that, no matter what your family looks like. And
True.
It's just your highs and your lows. So tell me your highs and lows, and we're going to give you an update of our highs and lows of this week as you get to know us better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's start with lows so we can end on highs.
Love that.
Okay,
Question for you.
tell me.
Do you normally, when you're doing this activity or have done it in the past, everyone goes lows? Or individually, each person shares highs and lows?
Each person, usually I have people do, everyone shares their usually lows and highs, and then the next person lows and highs and lows and highs.
Okay.
I think we could probably just go low, low.
For sure. Well, yeah.
I wonder how the dynamic would, because I've never done it like the way we're going to try it.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what that dynamic would be like. I mean, it might be kind of nice because you would have your first somber pieces, and then it would just be like a big hype the next round if you all did your highs at the same time.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I've never done it this way.
Okay. So we're gonna try something new?
Yeah, just
try something new. Here we go. Here we go. Do you want to go first with your low?
Yes. Okay. So my low of the week was I put myself out there for a job and I didn't get picked for that job. And no matter, yeah. And no matter what people say or, that you did amazing, all of those things, it affects your self-esteem.
Still sucks.
Yeah. So that was
still a low.
And I'm proud of myself for going out. And I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm proud of myself for trying. I'm going to keep trying. There's a bunch of positives. I have a great job, so there are a ton of positives and I'm focusing on that. And it definitely affected my self-esteem. So,
yes.
Had to definitely work through that. Okay.
Yeah.
That was definitely 100% my low for the week. And it sucked. Okay, your turn.
Okay, my low probably definitely related to my job as well. So I think we talked a little bit last time. I work for the ALS Association, which is a terminal diagnosis, of course. So we just lost a bunch of pals this week, which is part of the job, but it's just harder and lower when it's so many at one time. So that was my low.
Oh, man. I'm so
sorry.
Yeah, that is... we're chatting prior to this, and I was just, saying, death is such a different level of, how would I describe it? I'm doing a poor job describing it, but it's just such a final, it's the finale.
It legit is final.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, depending on what you believe happens next, but...
Yeah.
Definitely the final end of whatever chapter it is we're currently in.
Yeah.
But I chose this job. I love it. I was meant to do it.
Yeah.
I have the capacity to hold that for families. So happy to do it, but definitely makes it a little low some weeks.
And it's it's like the truest form of low. Because it's you know what I mean? It's just there's no, it's just grief and loss is horrific.
Yeah. But also,
yeah,
I don't like to compare lows. I don't want people to think that their low doesn't count as much as my low or whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've never broken a bone. Okay, I'm sure it hurts like a mother.
Okay,
but I don't know that pain. So when I get a paper cut and it hurts like a mother, it gets to hurt like a mother for me. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
So you can't compare your pains or lows or highs to other people's because they have a different framework than you do. So just, honor your stuff. Honor your stuff.
Oh my gosh, I want that on a t-shirt. Honor your stuff.
I was going to say shit, but then that didn't sound quite as eloquent. Stuff.
I love both versions.
You need to own your shit, and you need to honor your shit.
Oh, what if we say, own your shit, honor your stuff? Oh my god, I love that.
Look for the merch.
Okay, yeah, it's coming. Happen. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I actually do love that. Okay. Very, definitely we talked lows. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's jump to highs this week.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Oh, I'm just vibing over here. Oh, I love that sound. Okay. Do you want to start?
Sure.
Yeah.
My high, this is going to be a weird high, but as you get to know me, you'll totally understand. I got all of my laundry done.
Wow.
By 10 a.m., including my sheets.
Wow.
And my bed remade.
Oh, I love that feeling. I freaking love that feeling.
It just felt super productive, but also my favorite thing about laundry days is I gotta be a little bit lazy. It's a good reason to stay in my jammies on the couch.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
But, like, legit, all of my laundry is done, folded, hung, ready.
Wow. In one day?
In one morning. Started at 7.
Mad props.
Skipped the gym. But all my laundry's done. That's my high.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is so amazing. I read a meme or a tweet, or I don't even know, but I read it and it was like, laundry, 30 minutes to wash, 40 minutes to dry, 5 to 7 business days to get folded and put away. And it was like the most relatable thing I've ever read in my life. I was like, wow, well.
That is true for your house.
We're so bad.
That is true for your house.
We're just terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh.
I actually had really great highs because this week was really difficult. We've talked. We both work really stressful jobs, and the impact and the stress level of this week was really high for me, including personal disappointment, which is always difficult. Oh, I'm sure you can hear little tip-tappies. Those are my 2 pit bulls, and they got baths today. And I say pit bulls loosely because they're rescues. Nobody really knows what they are, but they...
Freaking adorable. That's what they are.
Tip-tappy. Oh my gosh, they make every day better. I say everyone should adopt a dog. If you want one.
Right. Then adopt it for sure.
Oh, they're the best. Oh, they're so loving. Anyway, okay. So I had really great highs this week, actually. So there's 2 specific ones. I got to go to my really good friend. I have known him since we were like 3 or 4 years old.
Woo, babies.
Just little babies. And so it's really fun to get to know him as an adult. And he got married, and they got married during COVID. And they had a reception, and I ran into people that I haven't seen since high school. And I'm 37, so that was a long time ago. And it was awesome. It was so much fun.
Yay!
So that was absolutely a high. And then, of course, the other one is... I went and looked at a motorcycle, so I'm getting a new motorcycle on the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was really fun and a bit of a surprise. We went to go look at it for Aaron, and, I sat on it, and I was like...
Mine.
Ooh, got it. Ooh,
Me.
My heart is here, and it's happening. So, those are 2 super exciting things that I got to do that were... really needed and really helpful coming off of just a crummy week.
Yeah.
Crummy.
Well, and that is life, right?
Yeah.
It's highs and lows. That's what it is on an hourly basis, on a daily basis, through life in general.
Yeah.
You just got to embrace both.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting, too, is kind of talking about, like, we talked about coping last time, and we're going to do a couple more coping episodes upcoming, but I think so much, like, when your lows are low, right? Like your low, in my mind, the truest of lows is death and dying. It's not a profession I work in. I don't have the space to hold that for people. That's a really difficult topic for me. And so when I just think like you really have to find ways to produce high highs. And I don't mean like get high, but you have to bridge the coping to the self-care to get to that place to balance your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. So I think that is a great demonstration of doing high lows.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll do a couple other practices. I think.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So give it a try. Let us know how it goes.
Yes. Send us an email.
Yes.
2 friends, and I will just not butcher this like I did last time.
You can do it.
2 friends to the number dot one chat one@gmail.com.
You got it. You did it.
Okay. Did it sound okay?
Sure. It sounded great.
You
got
so nice to me. Oh my god.
You did it. It worked.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
2 friends dot one chat
@gmail.com.
2 is the number. 1 is spelled out.
No, 2 is TWO.
Okay. So
Yep.
that part was different. So,
Oops.
okay. 2 friends dot one chat, all spelled out.
All spelled out.
No numbers.
No numbers.
We don't do numbers here.
Mm-mm.
Use
I
your words.
really actually don't do numbers.
Use your words.
Use your words. You're doing such a great
You
job.
got
They're
this.
a powerful tool.
Two friends, one chat. You can do it. Let us know. Hello, welcome back, everybody.
Ooh. Oh, I liked that.
Did I sound like super professional?
I just feel so welcomed.
Good. Oh. Welcome back to today's episode. We are going to continue our talk on coping, self-care-ish
Love it.
type
Love
of
it.
stuff.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
We're just going to do a little chit-chat. Little
chit-chat. Little self-care coping chit-chat. I
Chit-chat.
just love saying that. The way you say that is just a delight to me.
It's fun. It rolls off the tongue well.
Just,
And I feel like it keeps it kind of like cool and breezy, right?
Oh yeah. It's just a
Chit-chat.
chit-chat. Just, no stress. No stress.
Just a little clinical chit-chat. It's fine.
It feels so applicable, too, because we haven't had great weeks.
No.
Yeah.
No. Little rough.
It
Rough on the week.
wasn't great.
But, silver lining, it gave us a chance to practice and use, not just practice, and use our coping and self-care skills.
I love it. Okay.
Yay us.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Yay us.
Yay us.
Okay?
Yep.
If you don't agree, suck it. Yay us.
Suck it. Okay, I will tell you, the first thing I did, I think that really helped, and I put this in actually the self-care category, is I got up in the morning and worked out every day this work week.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I think it really helped because I was really struggling this week, and I think that gave me a very positive boost.
I also love
Yeah.
that you are putting working out in self-care.
Yeah, because to me, it hits all of the things. So, one, I really enjoy it.
Right.
The other thing is, I make it fun for myself. They're not like extreme workouts by any means, but I have a very old TV that Aaron mounted in front of the wall, and I watch ridiculous pop music videos.
Oh my goodness.
And I jog, and I just I just enjoy myself. Like, it's very ridiculous, and I'll find, you guys, I just love ridiculous pop music. And so I'll do that. And then I know it's helping my body, and it's helping it's like helping all of the things. So mind, my body, my emotions.
All of it.
I'm having a pleasant time. It's a really fun bonding experience. And I know this isn't true for everybody, but I really like working out with my partner.
Yeah. It's fine. The dogs are here. So we apologize for the background noise.
Yeah.
Just ignore it.
Added
it's fine.
bonus is what it is. It's like bonus material.
Yeah. So you're welcome. It's that, that ASMR stuff.
Yeah.
So you're welcome for that added little bonus feature.
It's a special bonus. It's a clinical bonus, okay? People pay a lot of money for these services.
Oh,
Lord.
I really do like that it's self-care for you, because I do feel like working out can be coping for a lot of people.
Absolutely. For me, it's definitely self-care. Like it is. And I guess, one of the things we kind of talked about last time was this coping to care kind of philosophy, right? Like, you really do have to cope to care.
Which freaking blew my mind.
It
awesome. Did last week, and it is again today, because I think you just get preached self-care, right? And for someone that can't even cope, like, the idea of self-care is just too much. And when you said that last time, it was just like, son of a bitch. It has changed my world.
Awesome. That's so awesome.
It has changed my world.
Ugh.
I'm not kidding.
I have been, really dwelling on that idea this week also, and I think one of the things I think about when I just really start to, process is some activities can be self-care one day and then coping the next, depending on where I'm at.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Or, you know what? Even, I could start an activity as coping and it morph into self-care because all of a sudden, like, you know, it's aiding whatever it needs to aid in the moment, and I've worked myself into now, like, I feel like I can care for myself in this moment. And even just saying that out loud, I'm realizing, like, so much of self-care is, like, you know, if we think about, like, you and I are both in the caring profession, so you're caring, you're supporting, you're doing all these things, and how much energy that takes, you have to give that back to yourself. Can you imagine if you actually use the amount of energy you use towards your job, towards yourself?
Oh, son, no. I mean, I get where you're going with this.
Yeah, I'm blowing my own mind right now.
But also, no, that sounds terrifying to me.
It does, and I don't think I've ever done that ever. Not even close in my life. Max split would be like 80-20.
Oh,
if not like 90-10.
Sure.
Like, wow.
For sure. Oof.
Uh-oh. I may have made a small realization in this moment.
So just a little clinical slap in your face, everybody. So
yeah.
it was a love tap. But
uh-oh.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
We need to have like a segment where we can have like a red button segment, or like something we can like an alarm or something, because like I'm just realizing, dwelling on this, that I probably put way too much energy into my job, and I don't put enough energy into myself.
Right.
Well.
And I think that's probably most of us, unfortunately. I think that's just kind of a societal thing that we do, right? But now okay, first step. We recognize it.
I love it. We're on a journey. So this is good. This is actually really good, because you know, we spend so little time dwelling in big topics like self-care. It's exactly what you say. People just slap you in the face with it. Well, you gotta self-care.
Right.
Or in bosses, you know, like, if you're burnt out, you gotta self-care. You gotta do this. You gotta do that.
Yeah.
But I think very rarely do we unpack what that looks like for us.
What does that actually look like?
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, what was that thing in the, like, knowing is half the battle, or I forget what they said.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What, isn't it? Well, whatever it is, I think the point is that today we recognize it, and it's not something that's going to change overnight, right? This is going to be honest. Let's be honest. This probably take years to actually get to a 50-50 split. But now we know.
And we're having like a little mini think tank about it. How cool is that? Like, that now we have a space where we can just think, and I really encourage people to do this as well. And there will be times where we are just going to try stuff. We're just going to try different avenues of making this work. And see what we get.
That being said...
Ooh, dish girl!
Yes. So, you just saying that brought me back to my counseling appointment I had this week, where my counselor just recommended that, like, I experiment, right? Like,
I love that.
Make it fun.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited
about
this.
Take this behavior that you want to change, that you don't like.
Okay.
Don't turn it into this job I have to do and fix, right? But let's have fun with it. Let's try a bunch of different stuff.
Oh my God, I love this so much.
I mean, so that just kind of brought, like, so have as much fun as you can. Yeah. So take that, whatever it is you're thinking you want to, you know, do, whether it's coping or self-care, like, just have fun with it. Experiment with it. Try something. If it doesn't work, toss it out and try something new. It's not,
I love that.
It's not a negative, right? You didn't fail. That thing just didn't work, and there's 100 more things to try.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So many things I love about this. I love the idea that trying, so like, say you've got a negative behavior. For me, I will just say, oh gosh, it's too true. I retail therapy.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I love it. I love it so much. And it's a negative, I've identified this is something negative I want to fix. And so, like, that's an example of, like, a negative behavior. And then, oh man, I don't think I've ever even thought about what I should do instead when I have the urge to retail therapy.
Yeah? Wow.
But I love this idea of, like, keeping it fun, keeping it light.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? What should I do? What are your ideas?
For shopping?
Yeah. I want to replace shopping. I shop too much online, and it's usually online.
Okay.
So like, bad day at work, hard time. I pull up my phone. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need this outfit to feel better.
Right. So I think you can try lots of different things, right? One, why don't you put stuff in the cart but don't actually buy it?
Oh, I love that.
Is it just picking stuff out? Is that enough? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Picking stuff. Well, and I guess would be my next question to you.
Yeah.
It like, which part don't you like? Is it costing you too much?
Yeah.
Like, is that the part?
Yeah, it's just
so
the money.
right.
Yeah.
So we all go window shopping.
Okay.
Right. Sometimes it's fun to just look.
Okay.
So you could try that.
Okay.
See if it works.
Love that.
You hit the shopping cart button. You hit the pay. That didn't work. Okay.
Okay.
Plus,
Yeah,
if you really need it, right, it's still in the cart. You can go back tomorrow and get it if you really need it.
Okay, I love that.
But right, I think it always comes down to why. Why are you doing it? Because
Yeah.
it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
So what else makes you feel good? And go try that for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Instead, does that take care of that need and then you don't have to go shop? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can even mess around with the time intervals you're doing this other thing.
Yeah. Man, we're just really unpacking so much. I don't want to go too far ahead because there's just so much to talk about here. But I'm wondering, do you have any examples of like you've got this negative piece and then did you brainstorm some ideas that you're going to try?
For sure. So I have a lot of negative pieces right now.
Oh, everybody does. Everybody does. Oh my gosh.
Of course my counselor knows me all too well because before I left, she's like, Susan, you can't experiment on all of them. Pick one.
Yes.
To work on.
Oh,
because
excellent advice.
Susan would try to experiment all the negative behaviors at once, and it turned into a shit show. So, we went with, I have been struggling with getting up and going to the gym in the morning.
Okay.
But it's something I love to do, but I
Yes.
just haven't. I've just been tired, and I let myself sleep in, and I make excuses. So that's the thing I picked. So we came up with a bunch of different things.
Tell me.
Trying different times of going to bed.
I love that. Wow, this is so cool.
Trying different activities prior to going to bed.
Okay.
Switching the song on my alarm.
I love
that.
that.
So I switched it to Macklemore. He's a little more...
Oh, that's so cute.
He's a little more upbeat.
It's going to get you going.
It's going to get me going a little bit more.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. One that I haven't done yet. Again, this is just a list. I haven't done all these things. One, switching my bedroom around. Like,
I love
create
that. I love that.
a new space.
Okay.
For, like, a different vibe.
Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps.
Those are the main ones. And messing around lightly with my meds. Like, maybe I need to, because I think that's what's making me so tired. So I think maybe taking them at a different time, too. So I'm playing around with that.
Have you done do you have the sun lamp?
No, but I go tanning.
No,
that, like, wakes me up in the morning with the sun?
We got one. Susan, they're like $40, and it has changed everything.
Time out.
Yes.
Time out.
Yeah.
So it, like, slowly wakes me up with the sun.
Pick the gradation at which it lights up. You can pick the color of the sun, and it will slowly, and you could do sound or not. And again, like $40. It was super cheap. It has been a game changer for us waking up in the morning. And for those who are not that are not local, we should explain. We're in the Northwest.
Oh, yeah.
Winters here are
gray days.
Yes, gray days, and our nights get really long during the winter, and it is very difficult, and it's taxing on mental health. It's also makes it really freaking hard to wake up in the morning early, and I love mornings, and this has really, I say, add it to your list.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much.
And I do too, and I 100%, I am a morning person, which is why this behavior is so much more concerning. Like, if you like sleeping in, sleep in. Like,
you do you.
You do you. Yes. I'm not telling people to get up early and go to the gym. That was my normal happy place, and it's not now. Oh. That's why it's a concerning behavior to me that I want to change.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The lamp. Done and done.
I love.
I should just have you buy it for me with your retail therapy.
That's called codependence, kids. We'll unpack that on a different day.
A whole nother episode. That's a whole nother episode.
Oh my god, I love that so much. Oh my lord. Man, oh my gosh. That is just awesome. Okay, I really love this idea though of identifying like this is, and I'm of course I'm kind of like you, so I want to like identify all my negative behaviors and like the ones I want to change. But I think I am just going to focus on retail therapy.
Pick one.
That's all I'm focusing on.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to brainstorm ideas. I love this.
Yeah.
Of ways to kind of replace.
Yeah. Because it's a need that you have, right? So we still need to figure out how to meet the need. You just want to find a better, healthier way that works better for you.
Okay, I love that. That's my homework.
If retail therapy works for you and you have $1 million, go for it.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that people that are listening are like, we're not trying to say the behavior is inappropriate for everybody.
Oh,
this is just for us.
I'm identifying this is a problem behavior for me.
Right.
We wanted to conclude today's episode by really talking about our goal for this podcast.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's funny because we were just chatting after getting the dog's treats, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, we need to record this.
Stop.
It's important.
Hit record.
I'll say, like, when I think about my vision for this podcast is to really promote mental health in a way that is digestible, entertaining, maybe.
Yes.
Fun.
Accessible.
Oh, so accessible. I love that.
Yes.
And, you know, if it doesn't work for you, no pressure, but I think that there are good skills here. And I'm hoping that you just join us on our journey is really what I'm thinking about. So I just wanted to conclude today's episode. What do you see the vision of the podcast?
I 100% agree with you. I want to take the knowledge that we both have, just as people that have lived some really intense and sometimes wonderful life experiences, plus our clinical brains that we decided to go get later in life, right? And I want to take that and share it with people where it's not scary. And therapy's great, right?
It is awesome.
You've been in therapy. I'm in therapy currently.
It's magical.
But it can be intense and it can be scary and it's not always accessible to everyone. So I want to take the stuff we're learning and have learned and know and share it in like small little baby doses that someone could be like, ooh, that doesn't sound too terrible and scary. I'm going to give that a shot this week and see what happens.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And you were reflecting earlier too, and it just really warmed my heart thinking about if I could have given these skills I know now to 20-something Annie, oh my God. And I'm speaking of myself in the third person. I just wish I could, though, because I was taught no mental health skills.
None.
I had no idea what I was doing.
Zero.
I just like wrapped my little heart up when it got broken and did nothing to aid it. And like, it's so interesting. So now what I want for people is to not, maybe to learn from my miseducation. I don't want to say mistakes, but like my miseducation. I want them to be able to take these skills, have fun with them, have them not be scary.
No.
And just
try it.
And it just like will bless your relationships. That's what I really hope.
Oh, yes.
Relationships are such a wonderful thing, and I love love, and I've been quoted that saying that like too much probably, but I do. I love it so much. It's such a magical gift.
Yeah.
And however that looks for you, like that's my like hearted sentiment, I guess.
Yes. At whatever age, whatever piece of this resonates with you, and I get that not every episode's gonna hit home for you, right?
Yeah.
But you know, if you hear one thing that sounds maybe like you maybe kind of like it, give it a shot. Try it.
Oh, and tell us if you feel tell us. Oh my gosh, I would love to hear negative and positive.
Both.
Anything.
All of it. I want it all.
Oh,
I want it all.
Also, again, I have to say, thank you so much for listening.
Yes.
And it's fun to share pieces of ourselves with you.
Yeah. And I love you, Annie.
I love you, Susan.
And I love you guys.
Yes. Oh, hope you have a great evening, day, night, morning. I don't know.
Whenever you listen to it, have a nice one. And you got this.
You got this.
You got this.